Okay, so we're back in the storage side. We will literally be going through this probably for months to try and help him out. We're gonna have to turn the hat around and get into work mode. Watch your step, camera woman. Take your time getting back here to me. So what I thought would probably be the best thing we could do to help him, look, I'm tripping on stuff, there's just stuff everywhere, would be to pick up where we left off and keep going through stuff over here, over here, over here, and go ahead and start sorting out like tubs full of, okay, this would be maybe good for eBay or online sales, this might be good for the store side, and this might be good for the dollar yard sale, and just start going through it. But we're just basically going to film the going through it part. Behind the scenes, I'll do the boring, meticulous part of sorting it all out. Where were we last time? We had a couple of boxes in here that we did not yet go through. We saw the awesome golf clubs. Ooh, look at those. You can't see from over there, but back here I'm looking at old, like vintage hot dog rotisseries for like fairs and carnivals and stuff. It's pretty cool. There's two of them. What is this? Tea that's been chewed on by mice. Poster of a dove. A painting that was almost ruined. Didn't quite get poked through, but this is real. This is real paint. You can tell from the texture how it's raised off of the canvas. It's not a reprint. It is a painting by somebody who has cleverly hidden their signature somewhere that's hard for me to find. It's hard for me to find. That is an old headlamp from an old vehicle. That's what that is. I'm gonna see what's in this. Secret antiseptic throat lozenges. Plastic buttons. What is this? I didn't even see this last time. Hairpin. Oh, maybe I did. We might have seen this hairpins box. Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. Old hairpins. This is an extension cord and cleaning supplies. So we will leave that out. We kind of already went through this stuff back here behind me. That was where we found the old sewing patterns and the toolbox, stuff like that. Now, last time I did sort of if I found some stuff that was pretty much not good for anything but scrap. We went through that box, and I brought it back here because that's something easy I can haul off and get out of the way one day when I have a free day. Let's just get it out of the scrap metal stuff out of here and go scrap it. Make a quick buck. Here's that steel, that piece of forgeable metal that we found. That might be interesting. I don't think we looked through that. There's an old phone. Not old, but probably early 90s, late 80s. Let's see, does it have a year on it? Radio Shack. So old clock. This kind of looks like scrap metal type stuff as well. Old phones, old things, like here's actual just bundle of copper. Bunch of old wires and stuff in here that aren't really useful anymore. This is probably scrap stuff too. That is aluminum. can tell by the way it knocks. It doesn't ting like metal, even though it is metal. Aluminum would be always, if it's metal, but when you knock it on something, it sounds like plastic. It's aluminum. Maybe copper, but if it's silver, it's aluminum. Typically. Here's some old toys that we did not really see last time. Let's take a look. What's in this tub? Not toys, but real hard hats. Those might be a good $1. You know, somebody picked those up for $1 for the oil field construction or something. What is this? This is a youth ninja costume. Might be a good $1 item. But these old toys I really want to look at. Because this briar made in China, see? Something's really singing at me right now. Is this Fisher Price? No, it's Mattel. 1989 Mattel. But it works.
This is a dog.
What do we have here? What is this? Disney Pixar guitar. No strings, some damage, some writing on it. Probably not the best seller, but who knows? Might be worth looking up. Little Tykes. Date anywhere? Is there a date anywhere? Little Tykes. Made in China. It's probably more modern. It looks more modern. But look, there's a few plushies down here. Some baby dolls. A lot of good $1, you know, items. Maybe. There's a Finding Nemo plushie down here. It's pretty dirty. Need to wash. Dinosaur.
Any Beanie Baby?
That's what I'm kind of looking for. I'm looking to see if there's any Beanie Babies or any like older toys.
Beanie
like
Babies would be.
Any Fisher Price or Mattel that's 2013 that are from the 90s or 80s. Like that. Like this from 89. That's probably a good toy. As far as online versus just let it go at the yard sale or sell it in the store. That's pretty modern. 2010. See, that's Fisher Price. It's got some damage. Let's see if it's got a date in there. No, 2013. Have we real Hot Wheels here? See, look, this is just lumped in a bag here. But this one looks like an older die cast. Of course, it's missing the front wheels, so it's not gonna have any real value because it's broken. But if it had the front wheels on it, that's an older vintage die cast type toy car. But we'll see what's down here. What's this? 1996.
It still works.
Still works. Still might only be good for $1, but it works for $1. Here's a TY.
Yep.
This is timber from 2017, so not going to be the most valuable thing in the world. Needs some TLC, probably a hand wash because it's still got the tags on it. That's important. We can't really wash it in the machine. But that might have some value to it. That is the Spider-Man motorcycle. 2005 Marvel. It's actually a Marvel toy. It is made in China, but it is with the Marvel stamp of approval for Spider-Man. Oh look, I did find a spider in here. An old tambourine. It's a Fisher Price tambourine that is still intact. Has no year date stamp on it that I can find. I say that. Who knows where it might be if it's there. That might be a good sell. Another hard hat. Alright, so I think here, ooh, those are a little old. They're not the die cast kind. But I don't think they're the modern kind either. Let's see if any of them are stamped. They're all stamped China. So probably. The genuine, like the genuine article, vintage, made in the USA, little soldier men, even the plastic ones, but especially the die cast ones. Made in China, all that. Here's a life-sized instrument of self-defense.
Is that wood or metal?
It's metal. It's aluminum.
I'll take that.
What tractor is this? This is John Deere.
John Deere's good brand.
And I think it has some kind of, I think it's a book. There's a book inside or something. It opens up this way or that. No, like this, yes, and there's a book inside.
Is that wood?
And it is 1999. It's a book. Like there's a little cardboard John Deere book in here. But it's a 1999 official license by John Deere.
Is
Real
the
John Deere.
cardboard in good condition?
Not the best, but decent for 20 years old. 23 years old. What kind of baby doll is this? Do you have a stamp anywhere on you, baby doll?
That looks like a baby doll you get from Dollar General.
Yeah, it does. This looks like kind of a $1 type tub here for a yard sale for outdoor stuff. So what I'm gonna do is actually, I'm gonna move this over here out of the way. Watch your step, honey. I'm gonna move this over here out of the way a little bit. So we come across other stuff that's good for yard sale. That's not fully yet. We'll toss it in there and have some shelf space for a tub of. This is good for eBay junk. So we're gonna take a little short break so my camera woman can find something to sit on. And while I was walking that way, I noticed this on the ground, and it's definitely at least silver plate. I can tell from the patina, but I don't know if it's plated or solid. Hard to tell and very hard to read. My guess is because of the condition it's in places on here that it's just plated. But onward. Okay, here's a nice piece of trash that we should throw in the trash box when we get a chance. I don't know what's in here, but I kind of want to see CRP expired contracts. I don't know that that's what's in here is expired contracts, but we're going to look. It's an old vintage gas can and a whole bunch of old wheels. An old hammerhead, a whole bunch of old wheels. Oh, there's the handle for the hammer. Honey, do you want a broken hammer and handle? Do you want to fix it? No, you don't. Okay. Black & Decker. Is anything in it? Anything in it? No, it's empty. What's in here? This is interesting. Books. Tons of books. Let's see what books. It's going to be like the heaviest box in the world. And as soon as I move it, the tape will probably rip from the bottom, so I'm going to try not to. National Geographic United States Atlas. Printed in 1999. Not old, but oldish. About a decade away from vintage. Omar Bradley, A Soldier's Story. So this is a tub. Oh, look at all this. This is a golden encyclopedia. This might be a full set. What's this? Oh, random mystery box. Here's what's cooking. Oh, it's recipe cards. I asked, by the way, somebody that I watch on YouTube, Commonwealth Picker. If you're not already subscribed to his channel, go check out Commonwealth Picker. Very informative channel. I learn a lot by watching him. But I asked him, and he replied, is there an online market for vintage Christian stuff, like not just Bibles that are in good condition, but like, you know, VHS tapes and CDs and things we were kind of finding last time, and we were kind of going, I don't really know if there's a market for that online or not. And he said there absolutely is. and people will buy it up like hotcakes. So it's something to consider. I'm gonna figure out what's in here. Old wallpaper. It's probably going to be a dollar pile. Go under that dollar pile. What is this? More vintage hairpins, which ultimately might be dollar pile, but we don't know. We'll look them up. These old trays. Nordic ware. Bunt. Platter holder. Mystery bin. Well, it was like containers when they rattle, right? There's something in it. If I can get it open. Nails, screws, a random shiny thimble. It's actually in good shape. And that's about it. Valley Brook Farms finest chocolate chip cookies. I'm just looking to see the tin itself might be valuable enough to dump these nails out into something else and set it aside, you know. Valley Brook Farms. There's no date on it though, so we've no way of knowing how vintage that is, if it is vintage at all. This is absolutely vintage. This is an old rolling pin, and I feel like that kind of thing might be better online than a yard sale. I don't know. Look for a market for it. But this looks like an entire set, other than whatever that is, we'll figure that out in a minute, of vintage wooden kitchen utensils that hang from this doodad, right? Put this on the wall. This hangs here, this hangs here, this hangs here. This cup, this mortar and pestle probably goes up here on that, and then this hangs, and it looks like it's missing a piece. We may find it, but that's, if we find the other piece, that's a full set. So that might be a good online seller, right? I would think so. I would think that that's relatively unique in terms of what people find online when they're looking for old stuff, even for decorative places. You know, like a restaurant might want something like that just to hang on the wall. Some local mom and pop shop. Probably not a dollar item. That's a vase of some kind. That's actually ceramic. USA 917. So it's numbered. So it was made somewhere. It's number 917 of a set. Old lipstick. Obviously can't sell the lipstick or anything, but it's got the container 10G. That's a very old wooden block. Cinderella. Pretty nice to find a whole set of those. Cream, huh? I don't think it's antique. I think it's possibly vintage, but not antique. I think it'd be one of those things that we could, look it up. Now this might be, what is this? Gifts from around the world, handcrafted in Japan. Pretty when cleaned up. Where'd I put that trash bag? This is kind of this. Get some of this trash cleaned up as we go as well. Where'd those come from? Ooh, there's a button thing right there. You might not be able to see. That looks like personal, like somebody's personal. They drew that at school or something. Friends always, sisters forever. Inspire imaginary. Doesn't have a date or an original sale price on it. Ashtrays, little aluminum ashtrays. 1776 through 1976. And this was actually made in Japan in 1975. 1975 Spencer Gifts Inc. Did you know Spencer Gifts was that old? I don't know if it's the same one, but if it is, I did not know they were that old. You know, the stores in the mall
Yeah.
that have all the cool stuff and the unsavory stuff both. So for today, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna go do some other things. I'm gonna get some sleep later so I can go back to my day job tonight. You've been watching The Real Millers. It's been real. Peace out, guys.